So, right, we're all set up. We're all set up. Now then, the finale is big, simply because of how long the Bellonas have survived. Tapping the sign, no worries, it's time anyway. Allow me to introduce you all to Monarch Bellona the 9th. Whoa! Monarch Bellona is principled and modest. They are going to try and be fair and consistent in their decisions, and they also like to share credit with others and never take others' money unfairly. It's terrible. There's going to be another boat race, and I'm going to have to kiss goodbye that whopper money once again. Vote loyalty? Yeah. Look after Bellona. Bellona the 9th. The top Bellona. Oh. Alrighty. Well, let's get on in and have a look at the world, at the realm. And then we'll run a series of introductions. So we're initially going to be going for an authority ambition with a mind to get the sainthood ending. But let's all... Drake, welcome. You made it. You made it, buddy. Floppers unite. No floppers. Before we begin, where are you? Alright. Bug sighted. Bug eliminated. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome. The bug has been banished. Let's go through who's here. We have Countess Morgrim III, Countess Teenybert, Count Chaz V, and Count Alex. Welcome on in, all of our counts. For Grandies, we've got Grandie Drake and Grandie Wolf Warrior, who will be leaving us probably. Thank you very much for joining so we can start the game, Wolf. Don't worry, next week, next month, we'll be starting a new game, and we will have the North. We will have the Chiefs. Here we are in the Patricians, though. Biggest faction on the map at the minute. We've got Bigger JD the 5th. We've got Lady Patrician Lakelock. We've got Lord Patrician Ephra the 5th. Lord Patrician Marrow. And Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush. Welcome on in, all of our Patricians as well. Welcome everyone. Now, looking at the state of the kingdom, as you can see, things are going quite bad. We've only got 8 faith in the east, and this is a problem. This is something we need to address. Clearly, we need to up our standards a bit. I'll wait for my storage system to sort through roughly. Wow, okay. Just 7,000. We have great stats. There's no problems here. I just need... I want a NAS. What's a NAS? Those defiance stats need raising as well. I mean, probably not. We're probably going to be quite good with the current Monarch. We're going to be looking after people and such. Let's start, as always, with the path to victory. Don't know what NAS stands for, though. Oh, network attached storage. You plug it in your router and you can access files from anywhere on your system. Oh, okay. As a man with one computer, it's not really something that's popped up in my head. Gonna make yourself a soup? No worries, Drake. Add your chilies to it. Sounds like fun. Yeah, I hope, I don't know how complicated it would be. What would it be? Like a standing hard drive with like a bit of a gimmick on the side of it? Not gimmick, but... have too many CDs and ripping them all onto my computer? Yeah. I get that. Oh dear. Alright. Let us begin, let us begin. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? What am I doing again? It's authority, yes. We are the greatest monarch who ever lived. We're going to be the best Bellona. Number one Bellona is Bellona the 9th. I see. You're the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourself, aren't you? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. The Pats have done well. They've managed to hold off on selling crabs for like 3 games, and this is the result. Council introduction. Let's handshakes with everyone. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. From the Council of the East we have, hello Chaz. An honour to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. I was dismayed to hear of your parents' passing. We have, from the patricians of the coast, who have we got? It's Ephra. A pleasure, Your Esteemed Highness. Hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, from the Grandees, who will it be? It's Drake. Hello, Drake. The Soup Man. May the 9th God bless your reign, Your Majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. Vitamin, welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome back to the Counts. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? Apparently, yes. Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your parent, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Very well. Shall we call the nobles in? All right. I don't like any of these. Oh no. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna do a monarch's vote on the religious ceremony. That aligns with me the best, I think. I don't like either of these because they're authority drops. The parade is okay. We can afford 1,000 gold. But yeah, I'm going to start the vote now. My washing machine has just clicked, so I'm going to go put my washing out. I'll be back in a minute. You vote how you like. Alright, what have we got? Oh, look at that. Wow, okay. It burns? It does, doesn't it? Praise the ninth. 9 votes for a religious ceremony. Beautiful. Would you look at that? In the hallowed halls of St. Bertrand's Cathedral, the Archbishop places a crown upon your head before launching into a sermon. And that is why Bellona the Ninth is the monarch, ordained by divine right, chosen by the ninth god, and elevated above all. The assembled nobles were plotting against you. Perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them a second thought. Probably not. Alright, eyes down for schemes. If you want to be kind, vote for a scheme that doesn't look possible. We can see Bellona X, maybe. Lorelei of the Vitamin Chi Dynasty, sinister eastern prodigy, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Bellona the Ninth wears the crown. Okay, counts, what's it going to be? Sorcery, doppelganger, or possession? Sorcery, you get to meet Pestia Bestia. Possession, you're going to try and summon a demon into my head. And doppelganger, you want to find me a body double to replace me with. Shadow Moon, hello, welcome on in. Just in time to vote for the count scheme. Okay. No fate, no fate. Only Pestia. Pestia is fate. The Count's plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the Counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Zacco of the Wolf Warrior lineage, charismatic political mastermind, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as if in a daze. Look at my lad here. Hello, Bonkle. Welcome on in. There you go, back to the Grandies, just in time to vote. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandies of the South, this is a stain upon our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Right, what have we got? Intimidation, fervour, excommunication. So, intimidation, you need to raise stability, infiltrate the palace, and threaten me. Fervour is something religion. And excommunication is getting me kicked out of the church. But it looks like, I think there's only 3 Grandies at the minute. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be intimidation. The Grandies plan to hold the monarch hostage in their own palace. First, they must lull the spymaster into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Grandies must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Aulus of the Lakelock family, well-known coastal elder, scribbles with well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Bellona the Ninth. Something must be done. Alright, Lake, what's this with your relative? What are we doing? You got Subterfuge if you want to infiltrate my inner circle. Uprising if you want to rely on the peasants. Or Monopoly if you want to buy up the kingdom. Oh my god, it's a freeway split. Bellona the Ninth? Yeah, Bellona the Ninth. Alright, any other... There's one other patrician. There we go. It's going to be a coin toss between Uprising or Monopoly. It's Uprising. The patricians plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the monarch before swooping in to steal the throne themselves. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. What a bunch of Bellona. Yeah. There's the sign, Ephra. We are principled and modest. That's the deal. We're fair and consistent, share credit with others, and we're not going to touch anyone's money. Let's see. So, Lorelei, the bastard offshoot of the East. The Counts are pursuing a sorcery scheme. To start off with, let me dial up the music a little. Hold on. There we go, that's fine. The Counts want to start off with the sorcery scheme to make a deal with a wizard. They need to make sure my authority is at least 5 in 2 seasons' time. I mean, authority is at 6 right now. It's likely to stay there. KotC, hello KotC. KotC Throne. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Grandees, buddy. You've joined straight in with a join she. So I hopefully assume you know how to play the game. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But we do roleplay a fair bit here. No flopper. Not every Grandee can have a floppy hat, okay? Now, Grandees to the south. Zacco, our distant cousin in the south. The Grandees are pursuing the intimidation scheme. And they want to keep the kingdom's stability at 5 or more in 4 seasons' time. It's currently at 6. So they're looking pretty safe. And finally, the patricians of the coast. Aulus, a questionable claimant of the coast, pursuing an uprising scheme. They're going to want to raise the kingdom's treasury to at least 2,000 in 2 seasons. We currently have 5.5 grand. So we are pretty good. Gagazi, welcome on in. Count Gagazi II. Oh, and KotC, you're in the Grandees. Hello, thank you for the biddies. Gagazi, thank you very much. And hello everyone. Hello, everyone say hello to Gagazi in chat. Welcome on in. The magician, correctly orientated. Isn't the magician like mean a skilled craftsman or something? You know what, I think it would be in character for swing votes. I'd allow you all to swap your voting every now and again. Oh no! Oh no, 9 farming wasn't enough. The bees have gone. What shall we do? It means someone in the, down in the cellar's playing a flute? What? Oh, okay, yeah. Bees! This is a kind of a rare event. This only happens every once in a while. Willpower, skill, manifestation, and being resourceful. Yeah. Meaning I fixed... Oh, wait, was this a broken event? Nice. Whopper, whopper. Whopper, whopper. Welcome on in, Whopper the Third. Alright, now the Grandees are levelled out with the Patricians. There we are. Not here, but it leads to one. Oh, okay, cool. Your Highness, terrible news from the east. The bees have vanished. But my breakfast, honey. I fear it has wider implications than your breakfast, Your Highness. We Counts rely on the bees for our honey trade. But worse, the East bees are bringers of good fortune. We look after them and they look after us. It's a grim omen indeed if they've deserted us. That's why Gagazi has a veil. He's a beekeeper. Okay. Our peasants are scared of that we've offended the bees somehow. We must track them down. I think just send messengers to investigate other regions. Like, let's just scout it out. Bee for bees, right? I'm not going to say just let nature take its course. That's silly. Bees are very important. Raise the 9th. You know it's good when there's 9 votes. The night god has spoken. Yeah, I think 10 is more than half the people here, so there we go. B. The eastern beehives continue to languish, but the Counts are grateful that the council takes the situation seriously. Messengers ready themselves to traverse the kingdom and find the bees. Surely it shouldn't be too hard to find such a huge swarm. Save our bees. Alright, and here we are. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since aligned parchment, I dare say. An expedition. Do chur. Sounds churlish. Don't be so quick to judge, I implore you. The great unexplored, untamed wilderness far across the eastern sea awaits. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Hello, advisor. Welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome back to the Grandees. Oh my god. Advisor the Sixth looking pretty sick there. It's bold. Yeah, it's bold. It's not only that, but also, man, someone get advisor a sandwich, okay? Quick. My man he hasn't eaten in like a month. Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. Do the Grandees not have the footlong? Advisor doesn't have a footlong, clearly. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. No, I'm not doing it. She looks crestfallen but nods curtly. Very well, Your Highness. Your pile of gold will remain a pile. Perhaps another time. We actually have the 9 foot long. Oh, a 9 foot long. That's pretty good, tasty. You know, It's almost as much as 9 individual footlongs. One day you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. One of your palace watches standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop. Fearlessly defending me from dust, are you? Last week, a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. What if there was an assassin? I'd probably hide behind a decorative urn. I can only apologise, Your Majesty. The Palace Watch has been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need a proper honour guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? I don't measure in feet for each turn. Okay. Kingdom is good. There's the Wheel Horses guy. There's one individual that wants to eat mouldy bread that creates medicine. We're going to do something. I don't mind what we do, but we're going to do something. It's crazy enough, it might just work. But yeah, horse wheels are bad, the bird knights are bad. What's the other one? There is another one, right? The bird knights is a disaster. Be nice to peasants seems to be broken, but I can't figure out how. Wait, what? Oh, on the... what do you call it? On the bees thing. At 7 to 5? Okay. Horse wheels never works, yeah. No. Horse wheels is just, it's a bad idea. From the top to the bottom, it's terrible. Alright. I think that's everyone that's going to vote. Same peasant event as the horse wheels and the bird eye. Have you tried being nice to peasants version? Oh. Really? Oh, is that one broken, I guess? Because I don't remember ever seeing it. Soon your watcher outfitted in gleaming new armour, wielding a pike in each hand to fend off urchins. They're not actually more competent, but they do look impressive. Oh, it's broken. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is one of those ones, like... So I think there's a sweet spot with games where they're from a small enough developer that has enough freedom to do all kinds of cool stuff. Like this entire game, the concept is amazing. I love it. But they really, I could have done with a little more money, a little more support, maybe more staff or something, just to iron out some of the kinks and to impress upon it. But yeah, definitely great idea, but it could have done with a bit more support, but obviously it weren't forthcoming. The game didn't do well enough for the publisher to continue furnishing them with the time and money to do it. I don't know, I mean, will they come back to it? What I would like to see, right, Vitamin, and this is, if Occlude does really well, I would like to see them take the money from Occlude and go and do like a spiritual successor to King of the Castle, where they take the same concept, but they're able to execute it better. And we can all graduate together from King of the Castle to the new game. Because, yeah, this is a great sort of proof of concept, but it definitely needs fleshing out. He wants to fix this game up and do more stuff. Yeah. Okay, well, if he does want to come back to it, that's great as well. But I think some of the stuff with the code, I don't know, Morgan can confirm or deny as she digs through the code. I think it might be easier for them to start off fresh and not have to just untangle whatever's going on in some of the code. I will say the publisher is more into single-player games or co-op with all players owning a copy of the game, and the game costing around $15-20. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing, isn't it? But I mean, it really, the premium stuff, I mean, obviously, look, all but 2 of you own the game, right? And it's fine, whatever, but back during, this is because the game's been out 2 years, and if you're hardcore enough into it that you're still playing it after 2 years, there's a chance you probably like it enough that you can get the money to pay for the game and have your own custom noble. It will not be a full fix, but I'm hoping that if I assemble enough useful bug fixes together, I can patch and update at least. Oh, okay. That's why I can't just get to work. I have to figure out why it isn't working effectively. Yes. Yes. Like, if you can understand the problem, and the problem is replicated a dozen places all over the place or whatever, like one solution to the problem as a whole, fixing multiple individual kinds of problems, that'd be great. Bought this for couch co-op and it's shit. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, couch co-op, so you play it together. So you all sit there, and the way it's sort of designed is everyone would have the site open on their phone, and you'd sit there with it on a big screen. And then everyone would just vote on their phones or whatever. Here's a detailed list of precise fixes where it's just an afternoon of data entry. Then we can probably afford that. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I think Morgan's in touch with some of the devs, but yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. Enough waxing and waning and chewing the rag. If one thing's clear from this mess, you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be Lord of Coin, above all. I've made my decision. I wait your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. It's the battle nuns. None are done. It's nun time. We'll make the arrangements at once. The battle nuns arrive at the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Alright, there we go. From what I understand, one person has a laptop hooked to the TV. Yes. Yeah, you can play it, so, like, you can play it Twitch, where you guys in chat vote in chat, or you can play it using the website, where people have to be on the website and clicking a button to vote. Let's see. It's our first auction of the game. What do we need? Okay, so scheme-wise, the Grandees may want C, the library, to buff stability, and the Counts may want B, the monument, to buff authority. Otherwise, is there anything else? There's nothing else positive, so it's whether or not anybody wants to impede anybody else's stuff. Like, do you want to try and break some of these 10s? Or maybe take the Counts down to 8 farming? We're going to open up the list here so you can see everyone's money on the side. And we're going to start the auction right now. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in. Try not to miss out. There is a delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when I have 10 seconds left on my screen. Oh dear, I forgot I made that an emote. Let's see, DNA, Stadium and Deer Park. Holy crap, people are throwing money at this. Boom, boom, 10 seconds. What did we end up with? Oh lordy. So yeah, D and F. F for building a stadium to make sure the Grandees don't get near anything. And the Thieves Guild, funded by Advisor, 2011 gold. Knocking down the Patricians' economy a notch. Here we are. Bees. The messenger you sent to look for the Count's bees has returned, Your Majesty. We've discovered where they went. They've been seen in the south. Grandee KotC stamps in, her face swollen and covered with stings. No damn Counts! I bet they sent those bees of theirs just to trouble us. Aren't you enjoying the honey? That's not how beekeeping works, Your Holiness. These bees aren't making honey, they're flying around and stinging my peasants. It's terrible. By the 9th, those bees must be destroyed. No one dares go outside. Our markets are ruined. Blood and stars. These bees are our livelihood. If they're killed, they'll bring bad luck to us all. Then you should have taken better care of them, shouldn't you? Oh, right, let's see. We can have the church do the job, right? C for the church. Then again, yeah, C for the church. I'm going to put Monarch's vote on that. That's the best thing. Praise the 9th. Save the bees. Want to see the event Morgrim mentioned? What? Oh. Which one's that? Luring the bees back to the east? Okay, well, apparently we're going to focus on luring them back. Fair enough. Here we go. Some Grandees grumble that they're not getting enough help from the Crown. Their farmers resort to huge protective suits and hats, which hamper their work terribly. Meanwhile, the Counts are grateful, but desperate to figure out how to bring the bees back. Eastern folktales describe charms that can control bees. Hopefully the Counts can find one before it's too late. The rare event in question involves the Monarch and the Treasurer having to sheepishly go to the High Inquisitor and go, help? Help! Most pleasing. Our soldiers are renowned throughout the kingdom and beyond. We've awarded so many medals they can serve as full plate mail in a pinch. Your Highness? Why don't I transfer some of our best troops to help police the capital? They'd improve security and show the Eastern Army for what it is, the pride of the kingdom. You want to station soldiers in the capital? Your Holiness, think of the threat to your security. Let us make use of them instead. I mean... I don't want to leave them in the east. I'd prefer them to come to the capital. I'm happy to pay for it. But, you know, if we're not going to have them in the capital, I'd rather have them help out the grandees than leave them sitting in the east. Alright, there we are. The Counts are delighted and praise your name throughout the East, and to anyone who will visit. Soon squads of stately Eastern Knights ride proudly through the capital, their horses' coats gleaming as brightly as their armour. Nobles aren't so pleased. Seeing soldiers of Eastern uniforms on the streets makes them very nervous. But crimes go down and the people of the capital are happy. Stories spread of the new guards rescuing cats from trees and children's balls from rooftops. Stonks? Oh yeah, no, you got money for that, didn't you? Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Take liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Women, Chancellor. Women is what we want. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Mr. Alec, welcome on in. Where are you? There you are. Welcome on in, buddy. Welcome back to the Grandees. Oh dear, here we go. So it begins. Across the kingdom, discontent with the monarch is rising. Everyone knew they were better off, but until now it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord. And as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it cannot be unasked. Hidden deep in the spider's web of alleys crisscrossing Phalassus is an old tavern. Somewhere in its hazy backrooms are a number of patricians who have met to celebrate their recent success. Unasked? No, it cannot be done. The citizens are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the monarch's hiding, they're itching to get rid of them. Careful we don't get them too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Yes, now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that Monarch Bellona the Ninth is not only greedy, they're utterly incompetent too. The next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Okay. We just don't hear you. Wait, what? You don't hear me? Oh, okay, I'll dial the music down. There we go. Is that better? Somewhere about there seems okay. Yeah, there we go. In the east, Countess Morgrim III stands on the ramparts of her castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Suddenly the bats swirl down and begin to merge, coalescing into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Now, why did you want to meet me? If it isn't good, I'll give you a case of boils so hideous it'll make your own mother disown you. I thought we might have a common goal. The Monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? Well, the Monarch's watch did order a quarantine recently. Killed off a highly unique strain I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. Fine, I'll help. If you take care of the bees for me. Did you say bees? Yes! On this plane they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty, and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. We already lost our bees, fantastic. Bestia sets up residence on Eastern Land, raising a tower in a matter of hours. For miles around, the crops wither and die as magical radiation ravages the landscape. The next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Good news, everyone. We currently have, what is it? 27. That's a bit of a drop. 27 to 14. Grandies want to lower stability by 2 notches at least. Wait, is it 2 notches? Wait. Ooh. Oh no, it's the patricians, isn't it? Patricians want to lower stability by 3 notches. Grandies want to keep the stability up. Now then, looking at this, I think we're fine common taxing everyone. I'll start rolling up a new bird. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Not again. Not again. What could it be? What could it be? Oh, crabadabadoo. Lord Patrician Merrow is here to see you, Your Majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Of course he does. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians decide keeping a species of jewel crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Nova, you can play. It's just the plugin doesn't work. So you can still type the command to join. It's just you won't be able to see the plugin that'll have your money on it. The creatures are so rare one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Okay, send him in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you these crabs are only going to go up in value. Okay, I'll buy the crabs. Counting out your gold, Lord Patrician Merrow assures you that you will not regret your purchase. There you go, Merrow. Have some crab money. It's crab time. Alright, a useful trinket. Count Gagazi II holds up a slat of wood attached to a length of string. When he swings it around his head, it makes a powerful buzzing noise. Look at this! It's a bee charm! We bought it from a wandering druid, and it's proven most effective at attracting bees back to the east. We can even control them to an extent. A blanket of eager bees is already covering the windows of the council hall. I trust the grandees are happy. It's a miracle! We can go out without being worried about those horrid swarms, praise be! We're practically drowning in honey, and our crops are thriving. However, I petitioned the council for an investment to help us keep using the charm. It requires constant use and my arm is starting to hurt. Besides, it'd be a shame if these unfortunate swarm situation happened again. The nobles exchanged nervous glances. No one wants a plague of bees descending on their household. You know what? I can pay for it. I don't like extortion. Or we can just tell the counts no. I don't mind. Weldris, welcome on in. Weldris, where are you? Why am I blind? Oh, Nova, you joined. Welcome on in, Nova, to the Grandees. Great stuff. And Weldris, there you are. You're back to the counts. Welcome on in. Flopper? There's Nova. Nova's not a flopper. That's a flopper. Alright, what do we got? We're going to forbid the counts. Yes, Weldris is bold. People are bold. It happens. What do we got? That's 13 votes. It's very close. It's all the cursed hair potions, I suppose. I'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we'll be moving on. It's currently tied thanks to KotC. Welcome on in, buddy. Bada bing, bada boom. Where's KotC? KotC. There you are. Welcome back to the counts. Count KotC the second. Hi, a countdown? Yes, it was a countdown. Oh no, the counts protest a great deal that they didn't mean to threaten anyone. Still, instead of eyeing other regions, they soon turn their attention inward, and their honey stores grow and grow. The other nobles watch nervously. Oh no, that was a fail. Is that not good? No, it failed, so the counts are going to have a follow-up where they're going to do something. I hate it. Hate it when nobles do things. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Okay. What do I want? Honestly, I just want someone that's good-natured and fair-minded. Nobody with any drama. Nobody with a mean streak or whatever it is, a dark secret. Nobody that's gotten in trouble and punched their bishop. Let's see. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. They're gonna do something, yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the counts will do. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the ladies. Show me them. They're gonna be mean. Oh, okay, get the bee puns out of the way. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Dalvira, eldest daughter of the Eastern KotC Blueberry Dynasty. Apparently had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. She went missing a while ago, but turned out she'd accidentally locked herself in her cellar, survived on wine for a week. Okay, I mean, neutral, really. The fact that she's a bit snooty. From the coast, we have Clovia, wealthy heir to Lady Patrician Lakelock's estate. Spends most of her time in the solitude of her villa, so I know little about her. The shut-in. You know, I think the shut-in wildcard also be diplomatic. Okay. Unless the Grandee's offering is particularly good. And finally from the south, Ada, eldest daughter of the Mr. Alec lineage. Famed for her wit, her style, and as you can see, her good looks. Like me in the south, she claims to put her faith in the knife god above all worldly concerns. Despite that, though, she's said to have collected sins like a soldier collects medals. I mean, I like the look of her, but the sins like a soldier collects medals? What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Music a bit loud? Okay, well... There we go. I've made my decision. Clovia of the Coast. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. It's just 50. I haven't even moved. I haven't even slouched. It's just audio. I hate audio. I hate it. It's the worst part of streaming. So, why can't it just work? Why do I have to do things? Let's dial it down even more, in fact, because, you know, who cares? Alright, there we go. Alright, I do like Iron Choice. And I don't think I've used swing boats at all, so there we are. Okay, the counts have done something. The counts have done something. Oh no. It's just not fair, Your Highness. This bee charm has given Count Gagazi a monopoly on honey. Honeyopoly? The Grandees are just jealous that we made good use of a bad situation. Honeyopoly? Yes, it's a honeyopoly. Everything I'm doing is perfectly legal. I was the one who sought out the charm in the first place to help you not get stung. But ever since you got a hold of that charm, your bees have been making unnatural quantities of honey. It's not fair on honest business owners. We can't compete. I don't want to impose tariffs. Let them make honey, or allow me to pay for some. Get some royal honey. Can we get some royal honey for the palace? Honey. This is kind of rare. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this before. I mean, it involves failing that authority roll earlier, right? Vote B for the bee. Let the Count's bee empire fly. B for bee empire. Beehive, everyone. Alright, 10-4. It's looking good. Okay, so Pestia has been like, Counts, you need to get rid of the bees. And the Counts are like, more bees, got you. Great stuff. The honey trade is great for business. That's good. It's bad, but it's good. The Count's nod in approval. Between Count Kagazi II's charm and the Count's business sense, the East thrives on a veritable sea of honey. Not blimey, that's worth 2 points of defiance. Not everyone is happy, of course. The Grandees mutter and grumble amongst themselves, and some say you're giving special treatments to the Counts, but what's the harm in keeping them sweet? Yeah, honey, honey, honey. Give me lots of honey. 3, 2, 1, bite! Two nobles dangling bright red chili peppers over their tongues chew ferociously at their respective vegetables. Nyah! Can't take it anymore. Count Weldress III spits out his chili. The Count's hall erupts into cheers. Oh, let me try. Of course, Your Serene Highness. We compete in growing, but also eating the peppers. As winner of the last round, I'd be honoured to face you. The Chancellor hands each of you a shriveled red thing that vaguely resembles a pepper, wishing you good luck. Let's coin toss. Let's bite into the pepper. Damn it all, you bite hard into the pepper, but the spice is immediately overwhelming. You choke and spit it out as the other nobles cheer. By the 9th, I beat the Monarch. I'm the greatest chili eater in the kingdom. Your Majesty, perhaps you'd like to sponsor my growing contest. I'm looking for the hottest chili in the land. The winner will receive a hefty cash prize. Jesus Christ. Advisors there like, I need chilies. He's been eating only spice. Yeah, there we go. Honey, 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 must be funny in a noble's world. Oh dear, Alex. The redeem is off. It is off. I've turned off the singer-song redeem. Oh, but I'll put it on. Hold on. There you go. You can redeem it. You could sponsor us patricians. With the Treasury's support, we'd be sure to win. No, the Monarch should sponsor us. We have the better chance and everyone knows it. You know what? I'll sponsor both if you give me the iron choice for it. Let's do that. Alright, let's sing a song for Alex while we get the votes in. Honey, 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 must be funny in a noble's world. Honey, 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 always sunny in a noble's world. All the things I could do if I had a little honey. It's a noble's world. There we go. I hope you like that. We'll put it on pause again. There we go. So we got honey, we got chilies, chilies and honey, honey and chilies. Someone should do a proper full version of that song. Oh God, no. Simply sublime. With your backing, the competition is sure to be a success. And it indeed is. In the end, Morgrim, the third of the Counts, comes out on top, producing a sickly-looking pepper that makes even Grandee Advisor the Sixth gasp for air. Bravo! What diabolical spice! Truly malicious. With your added incentive, new life is injected into ailing farms throughout the kingdom. Peppers are the future of Horte cuisine. Eastern Counts start adding chili to their lamb's blood wine. while the patrician's new crab and chili omelette takes the coast by storm. Ripper dipper to the counts. Alright, the royal wedding. Yeah, betraying Pestia deal. Yeah, that's true. Your wedding to Clovier is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Clovier at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? My little lady Clovier? Yes, I do. I'll marry Clovier. Here we are. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Clovier, turns bright red every time a toast is called in her honour. By the time you find yourself alone with Clovier, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Hello. Hello. Nice weather for it. The wedding, I mean. So, tell me about yourself. Not much to tell, really. I can't sing, can't dance, I can handle a sword a little. She lapses into silence again. All attempts to get her to talk prove fruitless, and eventually she makes her excuses and heads to the spare bedchamber. Wonderful. What a great wife. She's going to sit in a room and play with her sword. In the south, beneath a scorching sun, Grandee Bonkle II strolls through their vineyard in the company of a few close friends. Our plans are going better than expected. The spymaster thinks all is well in the kingdom. Thanks to our lack of attention, I've amended the wording of oaths that our soldiers swear when joining up. Now they proclaim their loyalty to the ninth god rather than to the monarch. Things are proceeding better than I ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. We've already controlled the Honor Guard. If we can buy the loyalty of the Watch, we will have complete control of the palace. The next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Damn. Alright, well, the patricians have got a trek. The counts are down for the count. I mean, look at that, 30 farming. And they got to get total farming 14 or less. Yikes. Grandees are in with a shot, but, you know, the treasury will probably bounce up before 2 seasons are out. I think we've got tax season coming up. Aulus and the patricians need to get stability down to 4 or less, so again, good luck. I don't think that's going to happen. But let's start with Crab Futures. Here we go, immediately. The crab craze has swollen to unforeseen heights, Your Majesty. That's good, isn't it? Trade is so profitable that the patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. But who cares about that, Your Majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it. Sell, sell, sell! You sell your crabs for much more than you paid. The treasurer appears satisfied with your practicality. My crabs are shiny, but your capital is at risk. Wait, what? Tapping the site? What? Why would my capital be at risk? Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. Yeah, that happens. The modest? Wait, what would modest do? You like to share credit with others. You never take others' money unfairly. Try to be fair and consistent. I don't think selling the crabs breached anything. Like, I'm not taking other people's money unfairly. I've invested, I'm recouping from my investment. Selling was the right thing? Yeah. The elderly Grandee Dorita, a cousin many times removed from Grandee Novaraptor, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? Better end than most of us get. Indeed, your Majesty, she stayed at home in the south most of the time, enjoying herself. But she could have spent a little more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrambling for her estate. Grandee Dorita was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year, and of course the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By the ninth, that's a pitiful claim. Alright. I think... Ideally, I want to give it to Novaraptor. So here's the deal. If you give it to Gagazi, I'm going to get a point of authority to counter the fact the Grandees are going to be getting more and more pissy. There we are. Vote as you will. I think Novaraptor deserves it, right? Give the Monarch authority? No, 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 no. No, I don't want it. I put that there as a deterrent. It's a deterrent. I want Novaraptor to get the money. What are you doing? Oh dear. There we go. There we go. Oh. Just like peppers are spicy as a deterrent? Yeah, exactly. Alex misunderstood the mission. Yeah, I even said, like, if you're going to go against me, I'll get authority. Count Gagazi II shakes his head, muttering with his friends about favoritism on the council. Listen, Gagazi is the honey baron. Right? Does the honey baron really need this extra cash? No. But Grandee Novaraptor and the other Grandees are delighted. They even send you and the treasurer a gift basket as a token of their appreciation. There we go. A little bit of cash. A little bit of cash money. Bellona, I have something I need to discuss with you. Oh, she wants to fight in the arena? I've been honing my combat skills in the practice yard, but I long to experience the real thing. The arena, maybe, in my hometown is looking for volunteers. May I heed the call? Who will you be fighting? Mostly wild animals like bulls or lions, but if I impress, who knows? Maybe I'll get to fight an arena legend like the Adder or Hero, the Bulwark. Not to worry, fights against gladiators are only to first blood, of course. As long as you'll be careful. Excellent. Look for me in the fur loincloth. I'll be wearing your colours, of course. On the day of Clovia's first fight comes quickly. You watch from your booth and she looks attractive. All that fighting in the yard wasn't for nothing after all. Clovia does well in her first bout, dispatching a wild boar with only a trident. But it's her fight against the lion that everyone's waiting for. Cheer her on! Go on, Clovia, you can do it! It proves to be a thrilling fight, but Clovia slays the beast in the end and she raises a bloody trident above her head. The crowd cheers wildly. She's going to be wearing something for the top right, I guess, yeah. Word of the fight spreads far and wide. It even results in a small boost in your popularity as a royal couple. You wonder if Clovia would be willing to risk her life for fame and glory a little more regularly. Ah, based wife. Fantastic. Alrighty. So, Patricians may want E, the prison, to lower stability. Counts may want A, the deer park, to lower farming. I would like C, the monument, to raise my authority. So if you got nothing to bid on and you'd like to support me, bid on C, the monument. Here is everyone's finances, and we're going to start the auction. Now, type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built at the end of the auction. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in. There is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. F and E at the minute, Prison and Thieves Guild. What a award-winning combination those two are. Both are homes to criminals, just different kinds of criminals. Free criminals or captured ones. 10 seconds, go, go, go. What was all that? Okay, cool. What did we end up with there? It all went everywhere there. Yeah, snipes galore. Auction snipes galore. Damn right. Right, the theatre lowered authority. Thank you, Ephra. And the observatory lowered faith. Well done, Weldris. But yeah, damn. Imagine not wanting faith. Now everyone has 3 10s and an 8 in their stats. Oh no, okay, cool. Fit went from 1 gold in first position in the auction. Time to get the Chancellor hitched, it might be. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Saul has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our 2 great nations. By the 9th great nation? This Isle of Saul is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church does not agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimise this farce by allowing the monarch to attend. Let's see. I mean, of course the monarch should attend, really. Yeah. I would like to attend the wedding. I'm going to start the vote. Monarch's vote on A. I'm going to go to the bathroom and back right quick. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I return. Of course I'll attend the wedding. This is a blessed realm. I'm glad you finally came around to it, Bonkle.
Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend.
This kingdom is sliding into madness. When it's announced that you will attend a wedding, the grandees are naturally scandalised. But the peasants, sentimental as ever, in favour of your decision. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. Look at that. 9s. What is a miraculous discovery?
Neither above your august majesty, one of the citizens from my estate discovered something extraordinary.
I was lost in the wilderness herding my sheep and I ran out of water. I reached an inlet and I thought it was salt water. I thought I was goner. But then the voice of the knife god spoke. He said, "Drink and be sustained, for you are faithful." And when I tasted the water again, it was sweet. Praise the knife. Even better, the water has healing properties. A single sip fixed my sprained ankle.
A true miracle in the coast. This is marvellous news indeed. We must allow the kingdom's faithful access to these sacred waters, nay, the whole world.
Wait a moment. For free, your esteemed highness? I think it's gotta be the sacred waters must be free to everyone who wants them. Yeah. We're not going to let the patricians charge for a sacred thing. Of course, the Pats complain about something for free. Yeah, exactly. We should just share the waters. Oh, okay. The counts really want that farming to go ever up. They're like, no, we can get more bees out of this. We love bees. Okay, I think that's just about everyone. Final countdown though, because it is close. I'll be typing 3, 2, 1 in chat. The law bee. Yeah, there we go. Alright. More agriculture. The Archbishop huffs and grumbles that sacred waters should be used for higher things, but he can't argue with the council. The Pats set their peasants to work, diverting the holy water to irrigate their farms. It proves a huge success. The fields flourish and the peasants call the whole area the breadbasket of the night. The kingdom prospers under the protection of the Bee Empire. We are blessed of the bees. Your marriage to Clovia has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. My warrior queen. It's high time you thought about an heir.
Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins.
My wife and I will have a child together.
The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business.
There we go. Meanwhile, in the south, Grandee Bonkle II has invited their closest associates to their manor house for some wine and cheese and treason. The palace watch won't accept our bribes. The treasury's practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And I suppose they ran straight to the spymaster to spoil the plot too. Most unfortunate, isn't it? Even St. Jovine waited 60 days and 60 nights before she smote the blasphemer king, and we will bide our time and strike again when the monarch least expects it. The Grandee's goal is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Back in the coast, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie has met with his co-conspirators once again. Wine is being passed around in good measure, but there seems little cause for celebration. It's no good, the citizens are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace. Bah! Lazy good-for-nothings. Can't even get off their backsides for one measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy. Don't allow the monarch time to stabilise. The patrician's goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. In the east, Countess Morgrim III and the wizard Pestia are standing atop a grim windowless tower, swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. I notice the kingdom is still aswarm with bees, and there's bees buzzing all around them. What happened to our arrangement? Bees! Please! Give me a few more months. By Xenia's ashes, I won't let you down. You better not, unless you want leprosy. Topple that bee empire. The Count's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. Dare we dream? Dream a dream. Are we going to see the 10th? Alright, a taxing issue? What's this? Your Majesty, help us, Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbasaur V of the coast has been bleeding us dry, he has. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making use of a common idiom, your Madge. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Lord Patrician Ephra V has been taxing his peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Serene Highness. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. Right. You know, I don't like that you're overtaxing your peasants, I think. I think I would, out of principle, I want to stop this. Yeah, it's simple as we can either have a tax collector take over duties in the coast, or we can put Patrician Ephra in the dungeon to teach him a lesson. Yeah, I vetoed B. We must protect the peasants. Mutated you put... Oh, there you go, you got it. No worries. Gotta protect those peasants from that greedy little Ephra. Ephra the 6th, oh god. Just keep tallying it up. Alright, that's 11. That seems to be about the average number of votes. Sorry, Ephra. By all the glitters, not the dungeon. Why do you take the side of some poxy workers? Lord Patrician Ephra V is flung into your deepest cell and his ill-gotten gold confiscated. The other patricians grumble at the imprisonment of their compatriot. There we go. Salutes, everyone. Salutes. Ephra V has been imprisoned. Ephra VI will take over their spot on the council. And the kill count hits level 1. Very sad. Very mad. Okay, what else have we got? The crab market. Okay. Bad news, Your Majesty. A new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. How could this be? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lord Patrician Marrow, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many of the nobles have invested heavily in the crab market and they're casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. Do I want to bail them out? Not really. If we arrest Marrow, I want an authority point. I don't mind. My money. How about I vote for you to join me? Oh no. I'm counting out my coins. Oh no. You're bailing out the businesses. Oh, hold on. That's a change. Wow, I've never seen people vote for that before. Like, well, I mean, I have, but usually it just goes straight to C. All right, it's a tie. I'm going to do a final countdown in chat. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Currently a tie between A and C. There we go. Tap, yeah. What's it? What's this? What are we tapping for? Bail? Arrest it is? I think it is, yeah, unless there's a reason why I wouldn't. Don't take the money? Well, I mean, I'm putting you under arrest. Yeah, it's fairly taken. Listen, I just put Ephra in jail for money. I can put you in jail for money, right? Your soldiers storm Lord Patrician Marrow's opulent mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. 10 out of 10 logic. It's not fair. It's not unfair to take dishonestly obtained money. Oh, and JD, you meant to do C? Oh, okay. The outraged patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the monarch? I did, but you know, it is what it is. Your Holiness, Your Majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen, halfway between our shores and the Isle of Saul. The Finfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty, the Finfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Saul. They will gift it to him on the day of their ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Saulish hands. Let's get the Chancellor hitched. There we go. We're going to get that island, right? This tyranny has always been that way? Wait. Tyranny? I don't think I've been a tyrant. Okay, no, that looks good. Yeah, we're sending the Chancellor. Come along, Chancellor. Time to get you hitched.
Capital idea. Hang on. I didn't agree to this. Just seduce the fishman, you wimp.
What the Marshal is trying to say is that you're unattached and a Chancellor of the Kingdom. You'd make a far better match this Finfolk Prince than the Archduke of some rainy little island.
Your Majesty, listen to reason. Don't send me underwater to propose marriage to some damp little frog creature.
Just go and see what happens. No pressure. Exactly. Just talk to him. See if there's a spark.
There won't be a bloody spark. We'll be underwater.
With great reluctance, your Chancellor is eventually persuaded to go on a clandestine visit to one of the Finfolk's undersea villages. Fantastic. There we go. It's all coming up. It's all good. Well. No. I don't think no. I won't take Golden Choice. It's really tempting. Alright. Terrible curse, easing the tension. Let's start with a terrible curse. Oh, hello, Alex. Alex rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the ninth, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks. Hello, Alex. Welcome on in. Perhaps you're ill or old? It was one of my serfs. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. You lost your hat? Yes, I thought you'd change your avatar. You know, I think Alex the first still? Yes. Just send him to the south to relax. Just chill out, buddy. Go on a holiday. Damn. Okay. Everyone's like, test the witch, test the witch. That came in quick. The south is too hot for me? Listen, just go. See what happens. Try it out, you know? It might be good for your blood circulation. Okay, alright. You arrange for a priestess of the night god to question the accused. The church does not look kindly upon witches, particularly if they're cursing a noble for no reason. The peasant girl denies everything, but her defiant attitude gets her in trouble. After a few days of questioning, the verdict is announced guilty. The accused is hauled away for punishment, but Alex's hair trouble persists. Word quickly spreads about the incident, and peasants mutter that the witch was innocent. You fool! Destroying the stability of the realm?
Your Majesty, I've returned from my underwater visit to the Finfolk village and, well, there's no easy way to say this. I would like you to meet my husband, Prince Glorb.
That's not quite the right pronunciation, but I love that they're trying. So there was a spark.
My magic reed slipped out of my mouth and I almost drowned, until Glorb saved me with a kiss. After that, well, it was love. At least this definitely means the Archduke of Saul won't be getting a hold of that island. Prince Glorb has assured me it's ours now, to do with as we please.
Absolutely, anything for my wonderful spouse.
Let me see what the council wants to do with our new island. I won't mention it to my new husband. It'll only complicate matters.
Mm-mm-mm. I think the church needs a bit of loving. I would like to see it go to the church. KotC for the Church of the Ninth. We're going to have a big monastery on that island, right? Apparently... Oh, the patricians... Yeah, because their trade is in the gutter. Well, 6 isn't really in the gutter, but it's pretty bad. Relative to the rest of the kingdom. I honestly thought I'd get you all to vote for C. But okay. It's the South stats? Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think the Pats are going to get any of that. Just blocking progress. Hey, Gibbo, welcome. Welcome, Gibbo. Where are you? There you are. Welcome back to the Grandees. Hey, Lake. Goodbye. Everyone say goodbye and good night to Lake in chat. Have a good night's sleep. Bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Thank you for joining us. And it looks like we're doing good. New Island is an empty little rock devoid of vegetation, but it's a perfect place to store goods and dock ships. Southern trade benefits massively as a result. Meanwhile, with the Archduke's wedding called off, he becomes the object of mockery throughout Celeste Ave. But he'll survive. After all, there are plenty more fish in the sea. Ah, ba-dum-bum-ch. There we go.
Your Majesty, nobles of the council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts, or hold a friendly competition, or a fashion show, perhaps a game of riddles. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on a team-building exercise to help you and the council trust each other again?
Yes, a game of riddles could be fun. Any of them is fun, though. Gonna veto this is a stupid idea, and we're gonna try and be nice to each other, right? The Chancellor made a capital decision marrying a Finvoke. Okay. Oh wow, it's a tie between the gifts and the riddles. Alright. I'll do a countdown in the chat, as always. If you've yet to vote, you can vote now to break the tie. Boom, boom. Okay, riddles it is. Riddle me this.
Wonderful, I'll make the arrangements at once. The nobles can work together on the riddles, with a hefty cash prize if they get it right.
The nobles of the council begin murmuring. This is their chance to prove the sharpness of their wits. They better brush up on their riddles. Oh, you forgot to raise the kill. Wait, no. Did Marrow get pulled out? No, Marrow hasn't been killed. That doesn't happen until we have the trial. Ah, yeah, Marrow's still alive for now. Yeah, everyone's a bit scuppered. Lorelei and the Counts want farming down, and that's so far off. Zacco and the Grandees want to lower the treasury. That don't look like it's going to happen. And Aulus and the patricians need to more than half the stability of the realm. Alright, let's work through Crab Trial Game of Riddles, Your Heir. Here we go. After months of delay, Lord Patrician Merrow is finally due to stand trial for his crab-related market manipulation.
You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead?
I am only guilty of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime?
Well, yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the Monarch.
It's just prison. Not guilty? You're pretty guilty to me. Lord Patrician Merrow is dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most of the watching nobles agree that the justice has been done, except for the patricians, of course. Please, your majesty, Merrow has young children who is supposed to pay for the upkeep of his villa. Salutes in chat. The kill count is going up. There we go. That's 2 nobles in the prison. Hey Sirius, welcome on in. Thank you for the lurk. It's all well with you? We're going to go for the game of riddles next. Ephra and Merrow sitting in a cell.
Your Majesty, I've asked the court jester to help us with our game of riddles.
Rare character coming in. Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-dum. Let us test our wits and have some fun. Oh. Delightful. Piffy, what walks on 4 legs in the... Man! It's a man! By all that's holy, that was an easy one. Oh, you're canny riddlers after all. Have pity on this poor old fool. But since the council's mood is nigh funeral, I shall break out some new material. Over the next hour, the jester capers around the council hall, posting riddles and occasionally hitting Countess Vitamin Chi with an inflated pig's bladder on a stick. Finally, he sings out the final, most difficult riddle of all. I make dogs cry, I change my shape. To find me, look in a sunless lake. What am I? Alright. I know the answer. Does anyone in chat know the answer? What do you think it is? No? I think I do. I make dogs cry, I change my shape. To find me, look in a sunless lake. What am I? Veto C. Merrow. It's something beginning with an M. It's a moon. Yeah, it's a moon. Dogs howl at the moon. The moon changes shape. And to find me, look in a sunless lake so you can see the reflection of the moon in a lake at night. Very good, very nice. Meteor might also work. I mean, I don't know. Do meteors make dogs cry? Thank you very much, everyone. What say you, your majesty? Dost thou agree with thine council members? Yes, I think they're correct. Wise you are indeed, I must humbly concede. The answer is the moon. Council's wisdom has left me in awe, and all what's more, it's left the monarch poor. The jester cartwheels out of the council hall, leaving the nobles to celebrate their victory and sharing their cash prize amongst themselves. Actually, it's Daddy Thrifty, so option B, what? No, 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 no. It's the moon. It's the moon, and we're all good. We're all good. Your heir! Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My child! The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child? What is their name? Bellona X. Can you believe it? We've done it. We made it to the 10th. How exquisite, Your Grace. I'm sure little Bellona X will grow up to be a chip off the old block. You have an heir. I've lost my hair. The council should behave. Oh. Behave. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the spy master soon. Believe and behave. We are set to make the 10th. What a finale that will be. If Bellona the 10th wins. Oh my god. Alright. What do we got? Start an auction. I mean, counts may want Deer Park. Patricians may want prison. I would guess the Grandees probably want the fortress just for their military to be buffed. Here is everyone's money, so you can see them all. We're going to start the auction right now. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. Alright, what do we got here? C and E. Fortress and Cathedral. Boom, 10 seconds. Okay, get in there, get in there. Boom, boom. What do we got? Faith up for the patricians with the cathedral. And farming down for the counts. Nice. Most pleased with the new deer park we built on my land. Oh no! The council like, yes, finally, we lost the point of farming. First event. Let's get that farming back by burning down the deer park. The hunters believe the park is cursed. They refuse to go anywhere near it. Why in the 7 hells do they believe that? Nobody knows. They just say it gives them a creepy feeling. What should we do? Burn it? Oh no. Oh no. Let's have an exorcism. That sounds good. All dead nobles are hunting in it, my king. Oh, that's actually a good thing. That's a good little touch. Like a bunch of ghosts are there. Oh ho ho. Alright. Gibbo first is hunting now with his cursed sword. Oh man. It's been a while. We've been on a journey, haven't we? 3 whole months of this Dynasty. And look how good things are right now. Oh, bugger. When the High Inquisitor reports back a few weeks later, it's not good news. I didn't find any hobs, witches, or ghosts or demons inhabiting the park, but something is very wrong with the place. The Inquisition has failed you, Your Highness. We should shut down the whole park until we identify which evil force is at work. If only you had the faith. Terrible, terrible. All that money spent, wasted. You're enjoying a quiet game of croquet with Clovia when KotC Shadowmoon marches across your lawn, arm in a sling. I want a refund. That's true. I built a deer park and it was haunted. It didn't last more than a month. Oh. Blood and stars, look at what your foul beasts have done to me. My foul beasts? Yes, Your Grace. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure I follow. I was having a lovely stroll in my new deer park. It's a deer park again? It's haunted and the swans are attacking people. Oh my god, I want to get out of here. Like, swans are assholes. The swans are like, no deer park here. You came to the wrong neighborhood, deers. Fucking anarchy. I was having a lovely stroll in my new deer park when I was ambushed by the feathery white spawn of the seventh god himself. Broke my arm with one blow from its wing. Swans are everything geese pretend to be. Yeah, they are. As Monarch, you own every swan in the kingdom. You're responsible for this injury. I demand justice. Technically, you do own all the swans in the kingdom, Your Majesty. It's been a law for at least 100 years. But I'm not sure this means you're responsible for the actions of said swans. Of course it does, you buffoon. I don't like any of them. Tapping the sign? What would I do then? I don't know. I mean, it's a swan. I guess I wouldn't give up the swans. I'm probably happy to do cash heals all wounds, but this is a very expensive swan. Don't make me vote execution. You can vote if you want. Ganahan, welcome. Welcome on in. You're in the Grandees. How's it going, buddy? We like to play with some roleplay rules here, so please don't sweat it if you see your fellow Grandees voting for things that don't help their scheme. But welcome on in, buddy. Good to have you. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I don't catch it, I'm sure one of the regulars in chat will. Cash heals all wounds. Okay. What's the current background? The roleplay I've got for Bellona, the 9th, is we're principled and modest. So we're going to go for the sainthood ending, it seems, because authority is passing. And our second attribute is faith. I'm trying to be fair and consistent in my decisions. I like to share credit with others and never take others' money unfairly. Why is Shadow Moon swanning around in the deer park? We are locked in for the 10th Bellona, yes, pretty much. This is scarcely compensates for the trauma. I still get screaming flashbacks when I see a person with an unusually long neck. But I suppose it's better than nothing. Next time, Your Grace, keep your swans under control. Right, ambition time. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest monarch who ever lived. You're well on your track to achieve that aim. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your nobles' scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. On the other hand, Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the Knife God, the Church will lend you our full support. With backing of the Church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. We're gonna be a living saint. Don't worry. It's the way it is. To be honest, this is really I might get one usually, but getting both of them, that's a lot. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll send word to my priests. But of course, you need to be worthy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall faith as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Do swans taste like duck and do they go well with honey? Yeah, it's gone really well. This is at the end of 3 months of playing this Dynasty. We're literally here at the end of it all. Common tax for everyone. Your Majesty, I worry about our newly built stadium in the south. It's encouraging bad habits in the southern soldiers. They're getting complacent. Too much time is devoted to pointless parades and chest thumping and flag waving. We need fighters who know how to use their pole arms, not just polish them. What can we do about it? Send me over there. I can toughen up these soldiers again. First step, shut down the damn parades. By the 9th, we like the parades. They're a perfect demonstration of southern military might. Let's see. I don't know what I'd do here. Put honey on them. There, I have my cat. Keep in the parades. There you go. You know what? I'm not too fussed either way. I'm gonna put that on A. Do as you please, everyone. I'm all about parade and entertainment. That's good. Unleash the Kraken. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the way of it. What? This isn't what I recommended at all. Your Majesty, this is... Oh, can it, One Eye? You're the one who accused our soldiers of getting complacent.
This should shake them up a bit, shouldn't it? They don't call it honey in circuses for nothing. Have a honey footlong, darling. The Southern Parade, the soldiers march out in their gleaming ranks, boots hitting the ground perfectly in synchronized lockstep. Their confidence turns to panic, however, as Grandee Ganahan pulls a lever and the cage door slides open. A dozen scorpion cats slink out, hissing and spitting venom and dripping from their barbed tails. A winter wolf howls, blanketing the stadium floor with magical frost. A bronze giant clangs its fists together, eyes burning. After a stunned moment, the southern troops close ranks and ready their weapons. Are you not entertained? The scorpion cats are riddled with arrows before they can get close. A burly warrior severs the wolf warrior's head and holds it up, bellowing in triumph. The bronze giant proves harder to overcome, but it only manages to smash a few soldiers to bits before a brave sergeant climbs its back and stabs it in the base of the neck, sending it toppling to the ground. Way! Everyone agrees it was a good show, and it strengthens the common folk's belief in your military might. See, I told you. Our warriors could beat a few mangy monsters without breaking a sweat. Now back to the parades. Parades forever. Your Majesty, I've received messages from the priests beyond the capital. They've been working hard to promote your power in every sermon. Here we go. Oh! You missed the jail? Wait, where was that? Really? Okay, sorry, I didn't see it. It was obscured, but... Oh, okay, alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see if this fails and we'll go back to it. Oh dear, stop hiding behind flags. I can't... as they should. Let's see what they have to say. Let's listen to the priest's letters. Your command of the kingdom is masterful, Your Majesty. The nobles are in no position to push back against you. Now the true journey of sainthood begins. We will scour the kingdom for miracles so you can show the holiness of your rule. Excellent news. I shall write to my priest directly. They will investigate any potential miracles and send you word once they find something. 20% chance of no prison break. No. GG. There's going to be another one. We're going to do Bellona the 10th right after this. So don't go anywhere. Sorry guys. Sorry I missed that other event. After a few weeks, Count Katori II arrives excitedly. How exquisite, Your Majesty. Excellent news from the east. 9 white wolves were seen close to a countess' keep, and a group of her vassals followed them deep into the moorland. They found an ancient forgotten church besides a tor. The wolves vanished, leaving only a handful of fur. Besides, you must recall how the knife blessed the coast with holy waters, and a peasant reported a vision of you being blessed by the knife. In Shadow Moon, Chaz, all these emotes. When the monarch's rule is holy, the knife god rewards. Everyone agrees, the signs are here. Does that mean it's time? Signs are here. The sign is here. There it is. I believe it is, Your Majesty. I will make preparations for the ceremony at St. Bertrand's Cathedral. I look forward to seeing you. While you make your preparations, Clovia is distant. Still, there's so much for you to do that you don't have a chance to speak properly. Wait, what? Before you know it, the time has come. It's a glorious sunny day. Oh, is it because she's just shut in? It's a gloriously sunny day in the capital, and the layers upon layers of ceremonial robes are rather hot. You stand before the Archbishop in St. Bertrand's Cathedral in front of the gathered nobles.
Clovia stands beside you, her hand in yours. Oh, she's here. Okay, cool. She made it. Clovia made it. Dies from heat stroke, yeah. Off to the side, Bellona X is watching excitedly. They occasionally try to dash into the crowd, but their governess retrieves them each time. We gather before the power of the Ninth God to witness the holy influence of Monarch Bellona the Ninth. There follows a very long sermon. Stand and smile respectfully. It goes on, and on, and on, and on. But eventually it's time for your blessing. A blanket of silence falls over the cathedral. You step forward and the Archbishop sprinkles holy water upon your brow. Perhaps you feel something. A bright spark of potential. The future stretches ahead of you as the endless power of the influential church surrounds you. The nobles can never stand against you now. Rise once more, Monarch of the Kingdom and Saint Bellona the Ninth. We don't really have goals like that. I mean, we can make that a sort of goal, to have like straight tens. Thank you, Archbishop. I live only to serve the Ninth God's will. Applause rises in the cathedral, echoing in the huge rafters. Surrounded by a red-robed devotees, the High Inquisitor is watching closely. After a moment, she applauds with the rest. At the next council session, the nobles arrive to find a cluster of Inquisitors who've joined your honour guard. What are they doing here? Since when does the Inquisition have a place in the council? By blood of the dead, hush. Do you want to be tried for heresy? That's right, you should be worried. The nobles exchange frantic looks, but none of them speak up, not even Grandi Ganahan. Over the course of the day, even the boldest noble is quick to vote with the crown. It's so easy, relaxing, efficient. You finish early for the first time in months. With the church at your back, you have a license to do what you please, as long as you keep the Ninth God's good side, of course. A long, glorious and venerated reign awaits for Saint Bellona the Ninth. GG everyone, fantastic. Alright, let me bring up the sign and we're going to have a vote for our inheritance. The coming of the X, yes. It's big, it's big. Big numbers. New poll. Inheritance for Bellona the 10th. Are we going to have principled again? Or are we going to have modest? The winner of this vote, we'll start the poll in chat now, will be paired with another random trait. Alright, let's pop the sign away. Ganahan, thank you for the follow. We play King of the Castle every Sunday with these roleplay rules. This is the finale of our Spring Dynasty. Going forward, I'm going to return to doing monthly dynasties. So next week we'll have the start of a whole new dynasty. We'll have the chiefs involved, definitely. Probably the barons. Chiefs, barons, patricians, maybe. All these role-playing leads to this, the 10th. Yeah. Sad I won't be able to watch the 10th. Oh no, sorry Bonkle. Yeah. It'll be up on the VODs channel on YouTube. I'll put them both up soonish. I feel like this should be, what, the the victorious, what do you call it? Anyway, let me read the book. Vote in chat for the inheritance. Looks like Modest is pulling ahead. Let's read this. The attempt to woo Pestia to the eastern cause was doomed to failure. The wizard retreated once more from politics, but not before afflicting Countess Morgrim III with explosive hemorrhoids. Very sad. The Grandees' attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Grandee Bonkle II ended their life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the patricians' scheme fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they'd take matters into their own hands instead of hinging their plans on the whims of the common folk. Praise be. Under St. Bellona IX's reign, the church was all-powerful. The only thing warmer than the hearts of the believers were the heretics being burned alive. The monarch died peacefully after another 15 years of devout rule. Legend says an angel appeared at their bedside to bear them to the thereafter. There we go. We got Modest. So Modest will be our next one. We're going to go for a faith ambition initially. Let's see. What am I doing? Thank you for the lurk, Teeny. Yeah, bio break. Yeah, everyone take a break for a moment. Let's have a look. Monarch Bellona IX, the Saintly. Beautiful name. Morgrim has the most money. Overtaking Whopper. Okay then. And here we go. Monarch Bellona X. The Statesman. Just look at this. Look at this. 10 10s. Fantastic.